it's all Steven Seagal's fault. The first one getting blocked was a Seagal clip. The main one getting blocked was a Seagal clip.
It looked like you had to like blur or mess with the audio when I was just making fun of Seagal. We weren't even talking about him, or like we weren't even playing his shit.
You played a little bit of a clip, that one little speech, but you were talking over it a lot. So that one I didn't mess with the audio, but the second one you let it play for a while. It was that big long speech that you were making fun of.
Yeah.
That's the one that done did it.
Is it?
So, Seagal is just raking in money from content ID trolling, I guess.
What a scum. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Paul the main man Parky. Don't like that. I enjoy that. The main man, dude. Paul the main man Parky. Yeah, I'm the main man. Yeah. Parkiki. Parkiki? I like my name backwards. It's Luop Yekrap. I want to make a character in D&D one day, a goblin mage named Luop Yekrap. Luop Yekrap. Goblin wizard extraordinaire. Don't sing the song, Paul's ego. Don't do it. TJ almost blew it last night. Can't sing the song as much as I want to. Sounds like a real rapscallion. Yeah. Like a real rapscallion. It's Poal. Yo, the Dome Discord is so fun, man. I know. Yeah, man. You gotta give respects to the Don and his crew of fucking mods over there. They do a good job. They do a good job keeping the Dome flowing, you know? I like those guys over there. They're stand-up guys.
Speaking of Dome politics, your goat pen thing isn't up yet.
Interesting.
You might have to go poke whoever it was.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
I didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
You know,
So they never really say. You're just like, meh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It might take them a while to get it edited or whatever they do. I don't think they do much editing. It's just like upload the audio. But I don't know. I don't want to talk out of school. But I almost feel like maybe there's like this didn't turn out the way we thought it was going to. So maybe we just don't put it up.
The only way to answer that is if you confronted them about it. Like, yo.
Well, whatever. I don't care. Like I said, I did it for them.
Yeah.
You kind of cute for real, no cap for real. Thanks. It's me, fist my ass. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't remember you over there. No, I was talking about. I was just staring creepily into the fucking distance while I said it. See that guy smacking the Nelk boys for giving Netanyahu sloppy toppy? What? GTA 6 is delayed? No!
September 2026.
Oh, no. What will we do? See, this is the thing about me, man. I've learned long ago that there's two dates that you have to care about on video games. The release date and the play date. The release date is the day that it comes out, and the play date is the day that it's fixed. So I'm looking forward to the play date. aka the PC release. They go and fix all of the bugs and bullshit from the PS5 release and give us the PC release with all the extra stuff and the ray tracing and all the stuff your PS5 can't do. And then the game's out. Blessings to me? What kind of blessings? Yeah, and the mods and everything else. So to me, there's the PS5 for kids with the PS5 for kids and dudes who only game on PS5 release. And that's the jank release. I like to call it the janky jank release. It's the stuttery, slow down prone, low frame rate at certain parts release, right? And then about a year later, the actual game comes out on PC where a video game can actually be played. And there's no bugs and there's no slowdown and it looks twice as good. It plays twice as good. Get a job. I have a job. This is my job. Isn't it fun? Who's behind me? Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan.
They haven't officially announced the delay, but it's being heavily suggested by leaks.
Oh, yeah. People act like this is the normal thing. Or that this isn't the normal thing, but it is with Rockstar. They're never going to release that game until they feel like it's as good as they can make it on PS5. Mm-hmm. They will literally autistically fuck around and mess with it until they think it is as perfect as possible on PS5. And then they will immediately go to work on the PC release and start changing the whole thing around so that it actually looks like a video game. Like a modern video game.
Do you think they ever work backwards? Like they do the highest quality one
No.
and then they compress it to fucking PS5?
Nope. Because you can't compress it.
Yeah.
Well, you can, but it would be like it would be like trying to start the car before you build the engine.
I see.
It's like backwards. You build from the very, because like the first releases of a video game are wireframe. They're very simple. Mm-hmm. Right? The alpha release or pre-alpha is what they call that. And then the beta release has better graphics, but it's jank. Mm-hmm. And then the full release is the polish release. Mm-hmm. And then from the polish release, you start working on a special edition release. You build upon it. The PC port of GTA 5 was notoriously bad, though, wasn't it? No. Like...
You look at GTA Online, people are still fucking going crazy on
There's still like millions of people playing GTA RP online and stuff. Yeah. No, the PC release was not jank. The PC release was considered to be the best way to play GTA 5. It's got actually all the graphics options turned on. It's moddable. Like it's like... You know, I don't even get the argument.
Like, I'm sure they did some patches when they very first released it, but that doesn't mean that it was jank.
Patches. They patch every fucking thing. Yeah. GTA is my favorite all-time series. It's a good choice. I mean, it's definitely like arguably one of the most influential franchises of my lifetime. I would say the only other ones would be like Pokemon and Minecraft. I would literally put GTA up there with those franchises, gaming wise, and I don't think anything comes close. I think RDR2 was buggy too when it came out. Yeah. I mean, a lot of games are. A lot of games are super buggy. And then they get fixed, and that's what happens. Yep, see Fallout 76, yep. God of War is another great series. I agree. Didn't you say you don't like Minecraft, though? Yeah, I don't, but I don't deny that it's probably the most influential game in my lifetime. Influential or important, I guess you would say. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Minecraft. Played it a little when it was new and then was like, ah, cool kids game. I'm getting into Elite Dangerous, but it makes me feel dumb. Yeah. Well, that's a space sim for you. Like, space sims are supposed to make you feel dumb. But if you take the time to learn it, nothing feels better than piloting that ship in Elite. Because once you get it down, landing, taking off, interfacing with the different stuff, it requires so much skill that it makes you feel like you're actually flying a plane or a spaceship. Binary people lock into pisses me off, as if acknowledgement of achievement has anything to do with personal preference. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's just one level deeper of critique, right? It's a child's view of critique. So a child will go, I don't like it. Why? Because it's gross, right? Or I do like it. Why? Because it's tasty, right? But you don't really get into the minutia of why is it gross? Why is it tasty? Oh yeah. Yeah, you get your shit fucking like, cause you gotta get your ship ready. You do fuel scooping, and that's a maneuver that, like, if you fuck it up, your ship blows up, and you got to do that every time you go to a new star. And really cool game. I would recommend Femboy, if you really like it, get a HOTAS, HOTAS, hands on throttle and stick. You got your throttle over here on your left. And that's got controls on the back of it too, so little adjustment controls. You got your stick over here on your right. That's your pitch, your yaw. Pretty cool. Put new ships in. Cool. Yeah, I might pop back into Elite. Yeah. Well, I got one just to play around with it, and now I don't want to play Elite without it. Like, I would feel gimped without my HOTAS. Luckily, refueling is super cheap because I've been exploring a lot. Well, yeah, it should be free. Get yourself a fuel scoop, femboy. Because right now, probably what you're doing is, like, you're going to a star system and then you're pulling in and landing at a place and refueling. You don't have to do that. Look at a fuel scoop and then look at a YouTube video of how to use the fuel scoop. And the next time you land on a star, you're going to fill your gas for free. Then you don't even have to worry about ever docking up. You can just go shoo, shoo, shoo. Like my character, if I were to load in right now, is halfway to Sagittarius A, in the middle of fucking nowhere. I was making my way to the. Yep. The fuel scoop is the way, femboy. Especially if you're going to be an explorer, you want to go out into the star systems that aren't known and aren't explored and stuff. Fuel scoop is the only way. Ever make it to Soul? Nope. Never tried Soul. My big thing was I wanted to get to the center of the galaxy. I wanted to get to Sagittarius A. Soul is permit locked. Oh. A pink sun. Yeah. Oh, dude. Some of the suns and planets and stuff are just genuinely beautiful, especially when you get out. Paul looks troubled. I don't feel troubled. I'm a little bit irascible today. Like I feel spicy today for whatever reason. I don't know why. But that's it. I'm not troubled. Yeah, the neutron star overcharge. Yep. Time for the dome. I don't know. Maybe. Doomer hoodie. Yeah, well, this is the old Doomer hoodie. Maybe I'm lonely. No, this ain't the Crunchberry Doomer. This is the old OG red Doomer hoodie that I've had for fucking 6 years. This is not the Crunchberry Doomer. Unfortunately, that one isn't coming to me. I'm getting the Carolina Blue Doomer because it comes in the big fucking shit, the big size that I want. Central Queensland, Australia. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, D, you coming? Coming or are you going? Are you hot or are you cold? Are you yes or are you no? Are you up or are you down? Are you in or are you out? What do you think about YouTube wanting to use their real IDs for age verification starting August 13? That's what I think. Finally. I'm sorry. Like, I know that there are privacy concerns and there's like anonymity concerns and stuff, but real ID is sorely needed in these fucking social media spaces. People have gone completely, absolutely fucking retarded. And yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to put my fucking driver's license in.
Oh, is it like a national law that's coming?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube is floating the idea of requiring real ID to access your account by August 25th. I think and I'm just like tea leaf reading here, but I think that this website or this lawsuit that Ethan Klein has filed against snark community stuff, like he's subpoenaed Reddit for usernames and personal information, and YouTube, I think, and he's got it. And I think that this is going to have, like, a lot of people would say, a chilling effect on speech online. But I've got to be honest with you, man, having been on this platform for 10 years and seeing it go from a place where people could actually talk to each other to a clown show alt fest with people that just want to type the N-word, people that just want to fucking come in and troll, type gibberish, type nonsense. And it's like you guys have seen. You don't have to go back very far on this channel to find pretty much whole 2-hour-long streams of me just arguing with retarded chat, right? Like people that are not it's not just retarded. It's like, you know, they're beneath human. They're subhuman. Oh, it will. Well, I mean, it'll functionally eliminate botting, you know.
I think They haven't said anything about ID. I think it's a confusion about their other policy that they're rolling out.
What is it?
They're going to use AI to estimate the ages of people, and if it seems like they're kids based on their behavior, they'll start treating them like a kid's account.
Oh, well, good. That'll help too.
So they're not talking about any ID thing at all.
Well, okay, well, fine.
They're just talking about using algorithms to determine if someone is under 18, and if that's the case, restricting their account.
Good. Because I think a lot of people that are using bots and using fucking things like that are going to obviously look like children, spamming, saying stupid shit, getting banned from everywhere they go. So good.
So that started rumors about the ID thing, but they released something clarifying that that's not what they were doing.
Got you.
So.
Well, that's a shame. Because I'm actually looking forward to Internet Real ID at this point in my life. I think that in order to make the internet a functional place again, where people can be held accountable for misinformation and held accountable for ridiculous things they say, and where they got a little bit of skin in the game, so they're not out there just letting their fucking unfiltered id pour all over everybody else. I'm looking forward to it, man, because I think that the internet could be a pretty cool place if people were held to the same standards they're held in public places, right? Why is Amelia so smart?
Well, I just looked into it because it didn't.
You got me.
So, okay.
Amelia,
So
they did say users can verify ID if that happens, but it's not going to require an ID.
So yeah, if you get mislabeled as a teen when you're not a teen,
then you
have to prove it in some way.
Right, or make another account.
Yeah.
But the way that their account system works, you have to make a new Google account.
Yeah, and they'd be applying the same, like, things to it.
So yeah, I mean this could help. I think it's a step in the right direction.
I mean, ID verification. There's a lot of ID verification services where like the company itself doesn't get it. It's like a third party thing where they analyze it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's going to require some of these people to put a pinky toe of skin in the game. They're going to have to be a real person if they want to keep doing it. Boy. You pecking. The internet does have potential. Hopefully they implement something that helps improve the level of discourse. I agree. I know the internet has potential because I used to live in an internet where that potential was expressed. I was on the internet as a kid way before most kids could get on it. The internet was an almost entirely adult affair, adult hobbyists and adult enthusiasts. And while there were certainly things going on in that early internet that I think shouldn't go on, it was also completely and utterly possible to have a conversation with somebody there.
It went down and come back up again.
Ever think of getting bigger gauges? No. I like them right where they're at. I don't like if I pop this out, you can see kind of like the size of the hole it leaves. And if I were to leave this out, that becomes a little slit, like just a line on my ear within a couple weeks.
They're also not super centered, so I don't know how much room you'd have to stretch because they're not centered on your earlobe.
Yeah. They're not great. But when I got these punched, I had a friend do it. And he did his best, you know. He really did.
But since it's not centered, it might risk tearing your ear.
Yeah. Or keloids by overstretching. No, I think they're perfect right where they're at. I like that they're visible. I like that they're chunky, you know. Like, I could put different jewelry in these and have them look different. But that's it.
I gave up trying to stretch mine beyond mine. I think I'm at like a 6.
Well, see, you got tiny little lobes too.
Yeah.
You got tiny
'Cause I
little
remember
earlobes.
we got the kit to stretch, and I tried putting like the 4s in, and it just wasn't feeling good.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. Stretching sucks.
But I meant like it felt significantly
Oh.
worse than like the other stretching to get to that point, and that's why I backed out of it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like, yours look the same size as mine
or like they're just big enough to be hollow and
by
see through.
ear size.
Yeah.
Mine are a few sizes above yours, 0 or 00. I can't remember which one. But I removed that message so it didn't happen. Oh. Good. Yo, Paul, whatever happened to Zeke? I ain't seen him around in forever. He pops in. He was in a couple weeks ago. He's usually a morning guy because he works during the day. But yeah, in the morning, I think it was a couple weeks ago, Zeke popped in and said, "What up, dude?" Yeah, no, he good. He's good. Just yeah, no, he works every day, but he's a morning guy. He's a morning streamer or a morning stream watcher. But I just want to.
And also, we're not as close anymore, so that might be playing a role in how often he wants to tune in.
True. I don't know. That sucks. Zeke's a chill dude.
I don't know. He alone was worth
No.
another Fresno summer.
Not that chill. Not chill enough for that. Fresno summer chased me right the fuck up out of there. Used to pop into my streams more often, but that was when I did more morning streams too. Yeah. He's a morning guy. He's a morning bird. An early bird, I guess, is what you want to call him.
We got one more unopened pack. I think that's enough till the morning.
Oh, yeah. What age does a femboy have to be to quit being a femboy? The way I think of it, there's no age. I mean, if you're an old-ass femboy, you're still an old-ass femboy. You know?
It just depends how you age.
Exactly.
Like, if you get chunky as you age...
You're not a femboy. You gotta stay svelte to be a femboy. But if you do, if you stay small and petite and effeminate...
Take good care of your skin.
Take good care of your skin and your nails and stuff. Yeah, you're a femboy.
Your hairline stays good.
Yeah, hairline stays good. Thick femboys? Sure. I mean, it can be a thing, but thick is not old and floppy. There's a difference. Are there any current music artists you think could be culturally relevant in the near future? Culturally relevant? No. I mean, like, the ones I listen to are kind of already culturally relevant. Like, I'm a pretty mainstream hip-hop head, so I listen to a lot of Playboi Carti, A-Boogie, stuff like that. These guys are already culturally relevant. Their music is widely considered to be the most popular music right now. Or are we talking about femboys? Because somebody asked. 24 and so worried about my hairline going in the future. Shit. I wish you the best.
I mean, there's shit out now. Medications and such.
Yeah, there's things you can do now that you didn't have access to back in the day. For sure. But I think it's a losing battle. I think a lot of these medications just kind of like slow it down, maybe, but don't stop it. Are there bald femboys? Yeah, there could be.
You gotta keep that like a clean bald. You can't be balding, I feel like.
Yeah, you gotta be like full bald. Almost the age where Pac died. I'm getting old. Oh shit, yeah, 27. Coming up on 27. The 27 club is near. A lot wear wigs too. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, wigs are a big deal now, man. People be wearing them wigs. Oh, I thought Pac died at 27. Died at 25. So you're 1 year off.
I mean, Pac didn't die under natural circumstances.
No, he didn't. No, he
So
didn't.
don't be pissing off no gangsters, and you'll probably be all right.
Yeah, you'll be okay. Just stay on the right side of Suge Knight, and you're okay.
On the 27 Club, the biggest thing you gotta do to avoid that is don't get into heroin and shit.
Yep. Can't hear you, Paul. Is that true? You guys can't hear me?
Let's test.
Because if that's not true, then you're banned. Somebody ban that idiot, please.
Oh, it's not true? Someone else said
It's not true.
Okay.
People are, yeah, so just ban him, please. Time waster. Yeah, don't adjust your settings by asking the streamer to help you. Like when somebody says, I can't hear you, Paul, I think that something has gone wrong with my stream and I start worrying about that. So you having a fuck up with your computer shouldn't ever come across my desk. That's not my shit.
Don't bring the problem up unless you refresh,
Yep.
close, reopen.
I'm not your
whatever.
fucking troubleshooter. Diddy paid Crips to kill Pac. Suge didn't do it. Okay, well, whatever.
Well, I don't think being on the bad side of Suge is good either.
No.
He has definitely killed people.
Oh, yeah. They always assume that their setup is fine and that the stream is broken. All right, can somebody unban Kosher Chris Shore again? Because he's been around, but that was dumb. Unban his stupid ass. Fucking idiot. I'm a fool from the East End and a beggar from the West. Okay, these are lyrics. That's got to go. You're banned. How about Trump pardoning Diddy? How about it? Did he? Diddy? Is Trump pardoning Diddy? Diddy? I haven't heard this. I don't follow the news, guys. I find out about the news every
Trump
Tuesday
says
and Friday.
Sean Combs' pardon is more difficult to do since Combs was, quote, hostile to him. So someone asked him about it. So I think someone's asking, like, what would you think if Trump did it? Or do you think Trump should do it?
Yeah. No. I don't think Trump should do it. I don't think Trump needs to do it.
Yeah.
Like, Diddy was found guilty of the two most minor offenses on the docket. And the big ones, the RICO case for human trafficking and the trafficking a person across state lines for the purposes of sex, those were, like, dropped. He was found not guilty on those. So...
I feel like if Trump pardons anyone with any relation to any sexually sus shit, it's just not going to help them.
I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I was always of two minds on the Trump Epstein shit. I was like, if it comes out that he was on it, maybe the Trumpists all fucking riot and ditch him. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they just find a reason why it's okay that Trump was on the plane, some excuse that he gives, and they just ignore it. And it seems like the latter. It seems like most of the people that support him don't give a fuck that he's on the list anymore, because that's the thing, is like all of this virtue signaling that happens on both sides, it's not about the kids. It's not. It never was. Trump bringing up the Epstein files, fucking Kamala bringing him up. It wasn't about the kids. It wasn't about the people that were abused on that island. It wasn't about holding accountable the powerful people that trafficked those people.
Well, like, the Democrats that are, like, trying to force votes on releasing the list now weren't doing that when Biden was president, when he had access to the same data.
Yeah. So it's just, there's no good guys here, and it's clearly just a political football for them to punt back and forth at each other. They don't give a fuck about children. They certainly don't give a fuck about holding powerful people who abuse that powerful position accountable, because they are that. So, you know.
When Biden was in office, it was a boogeyman to like put over the Democrats. Like, oh, the Democrats are hiding
Yep.
this.
And now that and Trump was just at every one of his rallies was like, first day, I'm going to release the Epstein files, folks. Release them, the Epstein files. You know, and then as soon as he gets in, who's Epstein? We still talking about this guy? Who's this guy? It's like, okay. No, I'm not going to read. Femboy, you're drunk. You need to chill. I'm not reading your comment about Pac. We're not talking about Pac anymore, Femboy. You gotta fucking. It's time to go get a cup of coffee. We're not even talking about Pac anymore, bro. That was 10 minutes ago. Poor Femboy. I know. Poor little Femboy. He's lost. He's drunk and he's lost. Alcohol and the internet don't mix. Oh, they mix. It's just, it's an inadvisable mixture for some people, but they mix real well. What do you think, Femboy, down before coming in here? What does a Femboy drink? Probably something fruity. Probably some like, what are those new ones that everybody's drinking? Those little White Claws, or like those bombs. Those little like, they look like a little grenade, and there's like a mixed drink in them. The balls, yeah, the balls. Do you think White Claw is gross? Oh, semen? I'm probably, well, I mean, that doesn't get you drunk. Well, I guess it gets some people drunk. Yeah, the buzz balls. Did you suck down the buzz balls? I agree. The trumpets don't care. Well, I'm not saying they don't care. I'm saying they never cared. It was fake care. The white balls, yeah. Could be worse on Ambien saying nonsense like Roseanne. Yeah, true. As long as the fires are burning, as long as the wheels are turning. I can't do it. Or pale ones. Whew. Stop it, Paul Vigo. Ugh. Ugh. So you have any ideas of what should be done to bridge the gap between advancement of AI and the requirement of people to have an income from a job? Yeah, it's called a UBI. And it's coming because there's no other way. No other way to keep the capitalistic system going while you're replacing the very things that you expect people to do to earn money in order to spend that money on shit that you make. You see? People are making fun of you. I mean, you know, it happens. It has to. It's already taking us to post-capitalism. It has to. There's no other way. So post-capitalism is going to be a lot like capitalism. I'm sorry to tell you. But yeah, no, we're screaming towards a brick wall. That is, people can't earn enough money to live, right? Housing is unattainable for a lot of people now, or just on the edge of it. People having to work 2, 3 jobs to support a kid. It's fucked, right? So that's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And when it reaches critical mass, there will be a UBI. The fuck was that? Their vision for the future does not include us in any capacity. Oh, yeah, it does. Bee in my bonnet. What if they just get rid of the plebs? They can't. They can't. Not a single one of them has a single possession worth shit without plebs. You understand? The only way your yacht is worth something is if plebs can't attain it. The only way your Lamborghini is worth something is if it's something plebs can't get. The only reason that your big giant mansion is worth something is because it's something plebs can't get. The only reason you're rich is because plebs aren't, right? The entire existence of the upper class necessitates the lower class. It's not just to do the jobs they don't want to do. I mean, they do need us for that now, but we're talking about AI making that functionally unnecessary. But they're still going to need us. No, it's not. It's not. It's not a desire for luxury and comfort. If it was, most rich people would reach equilibrium, but they never do. It's a desire for accumulation. You can't accumulate in a society where you can take anything you want. There's no such thing as accumulation. So that's what they're addicted to, is endless accumulation of funds, endless accumulation of capital, endless accumulation of power and influence. It's accumulation that they like. It's not the money. It's not the exploitation. It's accumulation. And there's never enough. A lot of these rich people, most of them, a big hole at the center of them. And they throw fistfuls of cash and luxury goods down it, and it's never going to be filled. Don't you think they could transition to a society where they're accumulating against each other and competing with each other rather than the plebs? Yeah. Who are they going to use as foot soldiers in those far future corporate wars? You don't think Bezos is going to go put on his mecha suit and go fight fucking, Musk? Yeah. They're already doing that. They're already competing against one another, using our blood and sweat and tears as axle grease, and be automated weaponry? Automated weaponry for what? To kill who? If there's no plebs left. Yeah, money is functionally worthless. If there's 10 dudes on the planet and they each have a continent or whatever, right? There's no such thing as accumulation anymore. Like, they can't get, they can't make, they can't become, because they have no worker bees. They have nobody to lord over. They have nobody to follow their rules and edicts and laws. So you see, like, I think a lot of people misunderstand the relationship between the upper class and the lower class. It's not about work exploitation. A lot of people think it is. It's about accumulation. The only reason that Jeff Bezos is rich is because the rest of us aren't. If the rest of us were rich, he wouldn't be rich. If he wasn't rich, he'd be like the rest of us. You see? They're not even going to look at it as giving up money for their taxes. It's a pass-through. We fund this UBI, and then all that money gets put, like, where do you go to spend your UBI? Anybody? Corporate stores? Corporate businesses? Corporate entities? They're not giving you any money. They're lending you money. They're lending you company script that you're going to pay back to them at a markup. So, not about the money. Sounds like company towns. It is. It is. Yeah. UBI, they're not giving up shit. They're moving a little tiny chunk of their monthly wealth into escrow so that it comes right back to them. So that's why UBI is coming. It's going to be substandard. It's going to be not broad enough. It's not going to apply to all the people who need it at first, but it is coming. Because, once again, I don't want to repeat myself, but rich people don't care about you working. They've never cared about that. They care about you being subservient. They care about you being dependent on them and having no other recourse. Think it'll come with universal health care? No. Do you think that humanity will ever find peace? No. Well, I mean, yes. Individually, you can find peace, but collectively, there is no such thing as peace. Collectively, everyone is striving, right? I use the word striving in the Taoist sense. The Tao talks about striving as listening to your desire, right? You want this thing, you want this place, you want this job, you want this life, you want this woman, you want this man, right? Want, desire, desire, desire. The death of desire is the freedom of a Taoist. Now, I'm not free of desire. I'm a poor Taoist in that. I have desires in my life, but I'm building towards a place where there will be no more desire. I will have right? That's not Taoist either. So everybody's a hypocrite is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think Taoism would probably be like thinking that you will stop desire once you have this one thing you desire is probably a fool's errand.
Oh, it is. The Tao says so. In your ideal world, is the goal complete de anonymization or just to tie every account to a real person ID on the back end? Complete de anonymization. Yeah. Well, my idea is you have one anonymous outlet and one public outlet. And when one of those is banned, you have no choice but to use the other. And when both are banned, you're fucked off the website, right? So you've got one account that you can call Mr. Tist Twipples or whatever the fuck, right? And you can say whatever you want. But if people ban you or if you fuck up and that gets banned, you've got one other choice: skin in the game or find another website to troll. That's it. Wrote a movie script. Cool. Funny enough, I do have one anonymous account and one real name account. Well, yeah. I mean, that's about what I would enforce as far as anonymity and free speech on the internet. Of course, that anonymous account would not be anonymous on the back end, but it would be functionally anonymous to the public. So you don't get any blowback for saying something politically inexpedient. You don't get fired for being a political outsider, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? You use your anonymous account to say those types of things. But if you use your anonymous account for what most people use it for today, to harass, demean, defame, fuck with other people, right? Then you lose it. And it gets banned off the website. And then you have one other choice. If I want to keep harassing people like this, I've got to do it with some skin. I've got to show them that Wally Davis from fucking Poughkeepsie, Illinois, is a racist who likes to say the N-word a bunch. He's a homophobe who, you know, when he's in public, he pretends that he's accepting of gay people, but as soon as he gets in his dark little dungeon basement room with the lights out and mom's asleep, all of a sudden he's a fucking bigot, right? Oh, absolutely. I, I'm a, my ideas on freedom of speech, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. Okay? Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. Say it with me now. Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. You can say whatever word comes into your mind, whatever collection of words. You can yell it at the top of your lungs wherever you want. You can. That doesn't mean somebody's not going to come feed you your teeth. That doesn't mean that somebody's not going to confront you about it. That doesn't mean that a group of people isn't going to kick you the fuck out of it if you're annoying them. Those are consequences. And right now, the problem as I see it is that there are no consequences, social or otherwise, to speech on the internet. People come in, they say the most racist, vile, bigoted shit, and then they go to work and everybody thinks they're a normal person. That ain't fucking right. You're a Nazi, boss finds out and he doesn't want to employ a Nazi, you're fucking fired, bro. Don't come crying to me. You're the one that chose to be a fucking Nazi. Nobody wants to work around or with a Nazi. Nobody wants to hear your fucking bigoted bullshit. So yeah, you're fired. Watch your mouth. Freedom of speech should not be enforced by the government, but absolutely should be enforced by the public. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, shame is a powerful tool. Shame is one of the most powerful psychological tools, right? It's also something that psychologists will try and help you to alleviate yourself from. But shame-based cultures work. People don't act the way that people act in this culture, shame-based cultures. People don't want their name appended to bigoted stupidity in shame-based cultures because it not only makes them look bad, it makes their families, their associates look bad. People read in to your personality and they judge you for it, right? On the internet, we've given people a pass-through here in the West. They can come on and just inward, 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 and then go work at a school. Do you want somebody that types inward shit and talks white nationalist shit, mopping up at a school or cooking the food at a school? I don't. But they're out there because of anonymity.
What are dogs worked up about?
He don't know. He's like, I'm not worked up at all, Mom. I'm a good boy. I don't listen to those other dogs. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I'm fine with you saying whatever you want, but I want to know who said it. That's all. You want to type N-word towers and stuff? I want to know that Charlie Gibson from fucking Alabama is a racist piece of shit. And I want the people that live around Charlie Gibson to know it too. Just like you would if Charlie Gibson was pre-internet, flying a Nazi flag outside of his house, wearing a Klan hood around, etc. Got every right to do it. But I've also got every right to fucking avoid him and ostracize him. Yep. YouTube could then ban you and your ID from all Google services based on your streams as well. Yeah, good. Fine. I'm willing to suffer that sling and arrow. I don't think I've said anything ban worthy, but if I have, I have. I'm willing to eat it. YouTube sucks. It's a shithole filled with racists, filled with bigots, filled with children acting like adults. It's a scum fuck hole. So, no skin off my tits. Yep. I said it before. Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. You can say any stupid fucking shit that comes to your mind, but somebody else can punch you in the fucking mouth for it. And right now, speech in the online arenas, in the big social media platforms, which is where the public soapbox is moved, speech has no reality to it. Somebody that works as, a public servant can get on their account called Tushy Banger 99 and message little kids. Nobody ever fucking knows, right? For every one that gets caught, there's 100 just doing it with impunity, right? And that's just one angle of this. All to protect people's anonymity. It's like, fuck your anonymity, bro. You ain't got no anonymity functionally in this world. Are you kidding? Dude, if one of my neighbors wants to know who I am, all they've got to do is ask. And if I don't want to tell them, all they've got to do is subpoena or request my public records. Right? There's no anonymity in the real world. There's no putting on a fucking superhero mask and nobody knows who you are in the fucking real world. Why should that exist on the internet? Why would we create a place where people can pretend to be something that they're not and normalize it like it's some sort of free speech bastion? It isn't. So that's where I'm at, man. I'm down with freedom of speech. Say whatever you want, but I want to know who you are. I want to know who's saying it. Family of 5, single, where you work, where you live. It's only fair. Get a nut in your sack. Stand up. Stand by the courage of your convictions. Quit skulking around in the shadows, screaming the N-word at people. Act like a fucking human, or else. People tend to forget that there's no expectation of privacy in public. Just look at this whole Coldplay situation. Yeah, there's no such thing as anonymity in the real world. None. Maybe you could make an argument with like journalistic sources or protected fucking grand jury witnesses or something like that. But even those people, their identities are known to a select group of people. They're not anonymous. So anonymity is a joke. It's a non-existent joke. No expectation of privacy in public. The only place you have expectation of privacy is in your own home. And if you're putting things out from your home that are not private, right? Like screaming the N-word on a fucking social media site or making fun of trans people or whatever you're doing, right? People should know. People should know who's saying it. You're saying it out loud in a public place. People should know. Your neighbors should know that you're a bigot. Your neighbors should know that you're a racist. You know, if I had kids and I knew that there was a bigoted racist living next door, they wouldn't get to play out in front of that house. I'd tell them to stay far away from that man and that woman that live in that house. Well, what happens within your 4 walls are still private with the internet. You can look. As soon as you post something in the wider internet, though, that didn't happen in your house. That happened out here. And out here, there's no expectation of privacy. Tushy banger. I literal mask in my YouTube profile picture, but I don't try to pretend to be something else. In fact, the symbolism of my masks is the complete opposite. Well, whatever, man. I'm just saying. You know, there needs to be social pressure for people to moderate their fucking id. That's what keeps people from being rampaging ego monsters in the world. You know, they say something stupid in public. Somebody bigger than them walks over and goes, "What the fuck did you just say?" And they go, "Oh, nothing." Or they step up, which is the worst one. "I said whatever I want." Lose a tooth or two, and then guess what? Next time they're in public, they don't pop off. They learned how bad it hurts to lose a tooth. There's no such thing as that on the internet. You got to sue people. You got to requisition. You got to fucking subpoena information from a big fucking website that doesn't want to send it to you. And even then, good luck. That doesn't work. And right now, that anonymity is being tested at the federal court level. So a lot of people say, "I've got the right to say whatever I want on the internet. I'm right to anonymity." It's about to be tested at the federal level. Let's see what you've got. Let's see. I understand. So your verification would occur at the point of interaction, not at the point of observation. Is this understanding correct? Yes. Yeah. You could look at the internet if you want. As soon as you want to interact, though, verified. It's true. It's true, Joseph. Social media made people way too comfortable saying shit that they would never even whisper in public due to just base human fear of getting cold cocked. Palantir about to destroy anonymity anyway. You never had it. They're not going to destroy it because it's a fantasy. There's no such thing as anonymity. Say it with me. You are not anonymous. You never were. You're not anonymous in public. You're not anonymous in private. If you're actively engaging in a public forum, Twitter, Facebook, that other people can access, you're not anonymous. You never were. Doxing happens all the time. What does that tell you? Exactly. You're not anonymous. You never were. It's just right now there's a lot of people who nobody notices enough to fucking check into them. It's too much effort. That effort is about to be shrunk. Strange, because I feel like a lot of these times people are not their authentic selves in terms of interests, life goals, and so on. But then some are very authentic in bad ways. Well, sure. That's what this fake cloak of anonymity does. It protects abusers. It protects uh, predators. It protects morons. It protects monosyllabic racists. And it fucks over everybody else in the name of free speech. Nah. Nah, I can't take the Ethan Klein take of online. It doesn't matter what take you take. Your days are numbered. Kim Locke is going to be known or you're going to disappear. One of the two. Just like you live another 15 years, Kim Locke is going to be known on the internet. It's going to be capable for anybody to just click on Kim Locke, see what you're doing, see what you're up to. About 10, 15 years is what you got. Max. Might even be a couple years. I don't know. But it doesn't matter what your take is on it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. The Ethan Klein lawsuit is that test that I was talking about at the federal level. Ethan Klein is already holding private information on anonymous Reddit users. He's got it in his hand. What does that tell you, Kim? What can you glean from that? People that have been snarking Ethan Klein for years under functional anonymity, he now has their names. You know what you can do with a name? Public records info. He knows where they live. He knows where they grew up, where they were born, who they are, and what they do. What do you think about that? You think I'm right or you think I'm right? Which one? Yeah, and he's on the wrong side of history. Say what you want, Kim Locke, or whatever your real name is. Wrong side of history, to me, means nothing. Nothing. Yeah. There are websites where you can get basic free information. There are websites where you can swipe a credit card, pay $20, get a full fucking public record rundown. You think you're fucking anonymous? You think you ever were? Here's the thing that I would be worried about if I was a person that thinks they're anonymous. What if this change happens and everything I've said is suddenly appended to my name? I'd be going in, like right now, while this lawsuit is still going on, I'd be redacting my shit if I were you. Because if you're one of these people that said shit you would never say in real life, and this change happens, all of a sudden all your friends are going to know what a fucking Nazi you are. Uh-oh. Better start redacting. Better clean up your act. I don't got to worry about that because I don't do or say creepy fucking fake anonymous shit on the internet. I own what I say. I own who I am. I say it every fucking time it comes up. My name's Paul Parkey. I live in fucking Bremerton, Washington. Come look me up. Check my public records. Right? No shame in my game, but there's a lot of people out there with a fuck ton of shame in their game. saying shit they would never say. Ever. You were pretty quiet about your location? Yeah, because I wanted to be. Oh, Polsbo, yeah. Polsbo's good. We got to go there for fucking Walmart sometimes. Because they've got a better Walmart in Polsbo. I'm shaming my game because of the alcoholism. Well, you know, it is what it is. Oh. Oh, that's a little bit. Oh, got a knot. Oh. Muscle spasm. Muscle spasm. That feels great. Oh, yeah. We love this. Oh, fuck. Muscle spasms. How'd you overcome alcoholism in your early 20s? I don't know. I don't know if I was. I probably was. I mean, I drank long enough and heavily enough to probably be labeled alcoholic. For me, I gotta be honest with you, like, it was growing up that did it. Like, I got a girlfriend that was, like, serious, and we started getting serious and, like, more and more adult serious. And I started, like, seeing how kind of, like, fucking destructive drinking all the time was in my life and how much money and time I was spending or wasting, I guess, being fucking just drunk, partying all the time, constantly. And I made the decision to cut back on it. And when I did, I found that I felt so much better that I cut back even more. Ever drink so bad that you were ashamed to live? Oh, God. I'll tell you a story, okay? I don't think I've ever told this story. I had a party over at my condo one night. Had all my guy friends over, and we had just, like, all of us were broke, so we'd gotten a bunch of Carlo Rossi wine. That was the way we liked to do it, apple nasty, and Carlo Rossi rosé, and just big jugs of fucking cheap wine, and we just right. Well, at the time, I didn't tell my friends, but I was also abusing pain pills. I was taking at the time Percocet, um, pretty much every day, and so I got so drunk, and I was so embarrassed. All I wanted to do was get upstairs and hide myself away in my bedroom, but I lived in a split level condo where I was downstairs in the living room drinking with everybody, and they were all making fun of me because I couldn't stand up. And they were laughing and joking, and I was just like fucking so gone. I couldn't even move. I couldn't think. All I could feel was like shame. And so my fat ass crawled up the stairs, one elbow at a time, because I could not get on my feet. And I got to the top of the stairs. My pants came down as I was going up the stairs. You know, like I lost my pants. I couldn't get them up. And when I got to the top of the stairs, I literally blacked out. And I woke up the next morning with people stepping over me in my underwear at the top of my own stairs. that was a moment of clarity situation. It's an Irish night. Yeah, you ain't kidding. I guess so. But I've had so many nights like that in that vein that I've forgotten them. My 20s and late teens, to be frankly, from about 16 to about 25, are the period of my life where I have the least clear memories. It's so funny. I have clearer memories of being like an 8 or 9-year-old kid than I do being a 25-year-old. So, you know. I woke up naked once before with my behind very sore. Oh, don't do it, femboy. Don't do it. Used to get drunk to the point of vomiting every other weekend. Nowadays, I just have a beer every now and then. Getting drunk sucks more. Yeah. It really does. Like, unless you continue drinking, unless you continue alcoholism into your 30s and 40s, bro, if you slow down and then you go out and you try and get real drunk again, bro, it's a whole different ball of wax. My tolerance is still prodigious, bro. That's just genetic. I could still probably drink most average people under the table, but nowhere near the amount of liquor I used to be able. I'm 31 now, and I get properly drunk maybe 2 or 3 times a year max. I'm probably in that same boat, you know. I get myself to the point where I think, like, okay, I'm wasted drunk maybe twice a year, maybe once.
You know me and my rules. I don't really let myself get wasted.
No, you got a 3-drink limit. That's smart.
It does let me down sometimes if there's some weak ass pours, but I still have to.
You got to stick to it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you sloppy dodoppy. You've seen me.
I was pretty tipsy at the meetup that we went to, the New Orleans one.
Yeah.
I was still walking on my own.
You were
2
fine.
feet.
Yeah, you were fine. You were lucid and having fun still.
Yeah.
My 20th, I wasn't absolutely hammered, but I was a bit tipsy. I had to walk on an air mattress, fell into my cousin's TV. I was apologetic. He said it was fine. And well, yeah, I mean, stupid stuff happens when you're drunk. Not everything is like shame, you know. People will goof around drunk. I had fun. But that is what I do. I can tell you that much, okay? My 20s and my late teens were fun. I have a few memories. We had fun. Good, clean American fun. Okay, but the fun came at a physical and mental price that I wasn't willing to keep paying.
Like, did you know anyone in your 20s that has like the kind of rules that I have with drinking?
3 drinks wouldn't even. That's not even a pregame in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like that gets you tipsy, but that's like you drink that, you get that level before your friends come over, so you can get real rip roaring. It's impossible to have business dinners in conservative areas of China without heavy drinking. Sometimes it's fun, but sometimes it's a horrible chore. Yeah, I imagine. I once punched a hockey player while drunk, and he beat my ass all over the parking lot. That'll happen, yeah. It's one of those things, though. I'm not a big advocate of like AA. But one of the things that I do think that they get right is that an addict has to hit their rock bottom. And when you do, you will have the moment of clarity, right? You'll be sober. You'll realize you can't sustain this. And that's where it starts. That's where it started for me. That's where it starts for anybody that beats it. You have to have that moment of clarity. You have to go like, I don't want to spend my life so fucked up that I can't remember shit. I'd like to be present in my own life a little bit. You think an addict can go from an addict to a casual, responsible user? There's the psychology on that is iffy, right? Because you will talk to some addiction medicine specialists who will tell you that once an addict, always an addict. If you're an alcoholic, like, I probably am, you should never touch alcohol. You should never touch a beer. And there are others that, say that, like, alcoholism is a gradient, right? Some people have a more minor addiction to it that isn't as forward in their life, and they can stop it and do it again. A lot of times these people will binge drink. I think that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not a huge binge drinker, but like a couple weeks ago, I got real fucking toasty, you know? So yeah, that's probably where I'm at. And I guess depending on the addiction medicine specialist that you talk to, I'm either dancing with the devil or I'm okay. One of the two. My sister has BPD and hit rock bottom like 29 times. Well, that's not rock bottom. Then you hit rock bottom one time, and if you decide to come out of it, and you take the opportunity, that's it. And if you don't, you just stay at rock bottom. So it sounds like your sister just never escaped rock bottom, which is sad. My sister has BPD. Once got super drunk camping and tried to pet a family of wild raccoons.
I saw Mr. Chonkers last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
He's huge, man. He's so fucking fat.
He's a bowling... not even a bowling ball. He's a beach ball.
He's a beach ball sized fucking guy. He's huge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as a Brit looking across the Atlantic, it seems the U.S. has extremes when it comes to drinking, but casual drinking and regular but responsible drinking is normal here. It's normal here, too.
Yeah, like they wouldn't fucking allow alcohol to be legal if most people weren't doing it mostly responsibly.
Yeah, there's probably 1 million beers every day or more drunk here, and most of those beers don't lead to any kind of drunkenness really at all, right? Most people are responsible drinkers. It's just the ones that aren't
are allowed
and fucked up and a drain on public resources and all that stuff.
Yeah, like if we focused on just trying to find the drunkest Brits, we'd find them pretty easy.
Oh yeah, I mean,
a
there's
whole gauntlet of drunk British people or whatever.
like alcoholics, like
Yeah.
functional alcoholics, non-functional alcoholics. I mean, it's not a disease that is unknown in Europe. Yeah, I mean, I do think that you guys do it right in terms of allowing teenage kids to have their first drink legally, because I think it demystifies it and makes it less likely that that kid's going to go out and just binge, the day away. Like if it's fine for them to have a glass of wine with dinner with mom and dad at 16 or whatever it is over there, right? Then it's not this big exciting thing when they come of age, right? They've already got experience. They've already been drunk a couple of times. They know what it is, and so they're very unlikely to go out and drive and get drunk and do something stupid and inadvisable, right? I do think you guys do that right.
I mean, media and stuff is always going to show the most extreme depiction.
Yeah, of course.
And stuff. Most bars aren't breaking out in fights every night.
Yep. Both my parents got crazy when drinking, so same goes for me and mine. Yeah. I mean, it's a hereditary disease. People have a propensity for alcoholism, and certain people have a genetic makeup that makes it really easy to spin out into alcoholism. And some people have got a genetic makeup that makes it harder. They got to drink. I think my family has to try really hard to maintain alcoholism, because one of the things that typifies at least my mom's side of the family is, dude, we'll drink you right on the fucking table. We'll be cleaning around you when you're passed out and drinking more, right? That's my family. So, for my family, not that alcoholism doesn't stain my family, it does, but you got to work hard at it. You got to drink constantly and a lot in my family.
I think the main reason I can't do it is because my gag reflex is so sensitive.
Yeah, I mean that makes it tough.
So that's why I avoid anything even like sloppy drunk.
Yeah.
Because it goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
Could do. Allergic to beer, wine, and champagne. It makes my throat very itchy, scratchy, and mucusy. Well, there you go. I have tickets for the Jersey meetup. It'll be interesting being there while sober. Oh, yeah. Well, you won't be alone. A lot of people don't drink at them. Ever suffer a big familial loss? Yeah, I mean, who hasn't? Who hasn't? Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys are depressing me, bro. You guys are depressing tonight.